John Ulzheimer is known as one of our nation's most recognized credit experts. Having worked for 28 years in the credit industry, John has become one of the most prolific speakers about credit and the go-to authority on answers to credit-related questions. Credit Countdown with John Ulzheimer.
Hello, my name is John Ulzheimer. I am a consumer credit expert. I have spent almost 30 years in the credit industry. I have spent time at FICO, which is the company behind the FICO credit scoring system, and I have spent time at Equifax, which is one of the 3 recognized credit reporting agencies in the United States. And so today I'm going to instruct you on how to opt out. And you're probably wondering, what does that mean? What does opt out mean? How do I go about opting out? All right. So the next time you go down to your mailbox, I want you to grab all of the credit card offers that you have gotten, and I want you to open them and I want you to read through them. And what you're going to notice that some of those offers are going to include language such as you've been pre-approved for up to some amount of money, or you have been pre-approved for an interest rate as low as some really low number. The fact that they are able to make you those types of kind of vague offers means that you have been pre-screened or pre-selected or pre-qualified by that particular credit card issuer. And they have done this by essentially buying your name and contact information from one of the credit reporting agencies. Entirely legal, don't flip out. This is not anything nefarious. This has been going on for decades. By the way, this is not just credit cards. Credit cards, home equity, line and loan types of accounts do this. Insurance companies do this. So if you ever see anything online that tries to suggest that opting out is a way to stop the credit card issuers from offering you credit cards, that is factually inaccurate. Opting out doesn't really have anything to do with that. So I'll explain what it actually does have to do with as I'm going through this. The credit card issuers and insurance companies and home equity lenders will provide criteria to the credit reporting agencies. And they will ask the credit reporting agencies to provide them with names of consumers who meet this criteria. So an example of criteria could be, no bankruptcies on the credit report, no defaulted credit cards, no late payments in the past 5 years, things like that. So things to generally get an idea of how risky you are without actually pulling a complete credit report. So once the credit reporting agencies have essentially run this criteria on their system, they're able to generate a list of consumers, and the lender may say, hey, give me 1 million of them, or the credit card issuer or the insurance company may say, hey, give me 500,000 of them. And now once they've taken possession of these names, they actually have to make what's called a firm offer of credit or insurance. Because you have been screened using credit criteria, they've got to make you this firm offer, okay? That indicates that you have been pre-screened. You have the right under the Fair Credit Reporting Act to ask the credit reporting agencies to not include your names on those lists any longer. So in other words, don't screen me for credit card offers, mortgage offers, insurance offers. I want to be out of that particular process. So here's how you do it. You can go to, and you got to get this stuff right, okay? Don't get the website URL wrong by one character. You're going to end up at a squatter website. Don't get the phone number wrong, or you're going to end up calling the wrong place. This stuff is correct. I've got it right off of their website. Optoutprescreened.com. That is a legitimate website. It is maintained by the 4 credit reporting agencies to include Innovis Data Solutions. If you go to this particular website, you'll be able to remove your name from any sort of pre-approved lists, and therefore no one will be able to offer you pre-approved credit or insurance going forward. Or you can do it by using the phone number if you don't trust doing it through a website. You can also verify this information, if you don't trust me, by looking at the back of one of the credit card offers you've gotten in the mail. They have to give you this information on those offers. They have to provide you a notice of your right to opt out. It's probably going to be on one of the pages towards the back. It's probably going to be on the back side of a page. It's probably going to be at the bottom. The language font size is probably going to be smaller than the really big marketing stuff you see on the front of the first page. But I promise you it's there. It has to be there. It's a legal requirement that it's there. So this doesn't mean you're going to stop getting credit card offers immediately, and let me explain how. So let's say that John's bank bought 1 million names from one of the credit bureaus that met some sort of criteria that I gave them, and then tomorrow you opt out. Well, I still have your name. I still got it legally. I'm still gonna make you a credit card offer or some form of an offer. So it's not immediate that you're gonna stop getting these, but you'll be surprised how after just a couple of months, the amount of stuff you get in the mail is going to dry up because you're not going to be getting these pre-approved credit card offers any longer. So here's where I'm gonna bust the myth about how this is to stop the credit card companies from marketing to you. It doesn't stop them from providing you what's called an ITA. An ITA stands for Invitation to Apply. I can still send you an invitation to apply for my credit card. I just can't pull your credit report and pre-screen you in order to provide this information to you. When you get an ITA, when you fill it out and send it back in, then you have given the credit card issuer a permissible purpose to pull a full credit report. It's really no different than you going to a branch and applying at a branch, or going to the credit card issuer's website and applying for a credit card through them directly there. So the ITA is just their way of reaching out to you unsolicited and inviting you to apply, which is very different than this process. This process, they already know you're good enough to get a card and they want to offer you some sort of terms in the language, and they have to offer you something unless there's been some meaningful change in your situation. In other words, let's say that they offer you a home equity loan and you sold your house the day before. Obviously, you can't get a home equity loan if you don't have a house any longer. So they do have to provide you with a firm offer. There are some limited exceptions to that rule though. So if you have any questions about opting out, let me know. Drop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get to them. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk again soon.
For more videos and credit tips from John Ulzheimer, go to www.tradelinesupply.com.